Hello everyone and welcome again to the Arma Attack YouTube channel. I think we can all agree how dangerous it is to face an Acrid character in the game. So that's why I'm doing now the most dangerous Acrid setup with the maximum damage. The one that you can obtain with the Mealstorm, the new machine gun, and also the Torrent, the old machine gun that we all know. Because the Acrid is the only character that has two heavy and one medium slot. I think with this setup, with level 8, which is very decent level, near max, we can see what maximum damage in the game looks like. One important thing while playing the Acrid as not a sniper, as a brawler, is that the Acrid has really no means of escaping a dangerous situation. We would rely only at this point at the lifesteal that we have. So our only wow, you've seen the damage, it's crazy. Now we are low on burst damage, so it's better to reload and then monitor what's going on. Exactly, and hopefully we'll get that kill soon. Yeah, so our only means of survival is just to do damage. Our only means of surviving damage from the enemy is to deal damage to the enemy. So this should be very clear while playing the Acrid as a brawler. And also you have the ability here, which also does decent amount of damage, but I really don't see a point of me pressing that ability while I have this crazy firepower, unless of course I'm surrounded by multiple enemies. But let's see how the game progresses. Here, whenever an enemy is within 200 meters range, I will be able to dish huge amount of damage on that enemy. Here, as you can see, this is the most tanky character in the whole game, and I was able to just in a couple of seconds take out half of that character. Here, with the help of ability, it was in character. It's no longer there. The amount of damage is insane, the one that you can do with this setup. Luckily it has only 200 meters range, otherwise you would absolutely dominate the whole map and no one else has the chance. And I think also that no one has a chance here. There will be another game in this video, the one that I think I should include because it gives another side of how, if you are not careful enough in this setup, you can end up being surrounded and also killed. So there is a way to kill this setup, but unfortunately it's not in one-on-one in any way. I guarantee you that you would win any one-on-one situation with this setup. So this is something that you can sure of. Now, looking at the map, trying not to be surrounded by enemies, trying not to leave any enemies behind me that could surprise me. Here, he was lagging here, here and there, but luckily I was able to do the damage. Sometimes you would see that I'm doing relatively less damage, and that's because my clip is empty, so I need to recharge to accumulate that burst damage, and then I can be able to hurt the enemy very well. Now at this point I am empty on my clip, and you can see that, well, this last chunk of HP is taking some time because this is the most tanky character of the whole game, so it's allowed to take some more time with this setup. Here I was able, I was looking for a way to just jump on this platform, and maybe it's a good idea also to see how much damage I can do to the boss. Always at this map, with this setup in a beacon rush game mode, pay attention while in a Hermit that you can always lifesteal and regenerate HP only by shooting the boss. So whenever you are low in HP, I would advise you just to go here and fire a little bit on the boss and regenerate your HP. I found it very useful way. Whenever I lose some HP, I come to the boss. I just lifesteal. As you can see, the the green chunk on my HP bar is actually the regeneration that I was able to do. So a free HP restoration service delivered to you by the boss. Here I'm always curious to see how well this setup does against the boss. Well, it's pretty much decent, given that I'm the only one shooting at the boss, and at this point I am low on ammo. I'm emptying my clip. So moving on to the enemies here, where I can find some kills. So far I've scored 9 kills, which is very good, to say the least. It's not the maximum that I've done, but for sure this is the max damage setup that I've ever played with. Now, doing also some HP restoration. I don't think that the point of this game is just to show you the amount of kills that I was able to do, but just the amount of damage that you're able to inflict on enemies, on bosses, on whatever stands in front of you. And this also will come in handy in my statistics at the end of the game. So here is a character. I'm curious to see how well I will be able to do against this. Yes, just vanished in a couple of seconds, and now also no problem. Maybe AFK player, and I think the game will end any time right now. Yes, come on, yeah, it's ended. And you can see here the damage MVP, of course. The damage is 3,500,000 almost. Yeah, 500,000. 10 kills, which is very decent. Very well done, Acrid. Now jumping into another game, and here in this game you'll see that I lost my character, but after really a big fight. And you can see that this setup has limits. It's not like the Oledisk or the the creeper that can jump away from dangerous situations. Here, if you are stuck in a dangerous situation, well, it's most likely that you're gonna die there. So better be not die there, but killed there. Characters don't just die unless they are in the forbidden zone, of course. But yeah, so pay attention that you should be careful. You have a huge firepower, but if you are stepped into a dangerous situation, into the wrong place at the wrong time, you're gonna lose your character no matter how damage you can do. Now there is a little corner here I would like to occupy, and from here I can whoever enemy comes into the sea beacon, I'll be able to deal damage to that character. Here also the most tanky character in the game, once again taken out, no problem. I even didn't lose any HP because the amount of HP that you regenerate is also insane given the amount of damage that you do. Here I used my ability, of course, because multiple targets, also another target, a good moment to regenerate, get back in safety, regenerated some HP, and that's it. And that character was carrying a shotgun, and even though a shotgun at that short range, I was able to brawl against and win. Also another kill. Do you see how quickly those enemies are dropped? Well, this is insane. I have now 4 kills and barely lost some HP. And sometimes multiple enemies at the same time. Finishing the first one. Waiting for the second. Hopefully I'll be able to snag that kill. Yes, come here. Yeah, that's it. At this point, I really thought that we on the game that the enemy team has no chance of doing anything. So I got a little bit more brave and decided to just push on the central beacon, because I thought the enemy has nothing significant anymore that could stand in the face of this crazy setup. At this point, 7 kills. Yeah, I have the right to believe so. But now I also snagged that kill amazingly fast. It was done. Also, another kill. The enemies don't expect that you have this much of firepower. Here, I switched to this target because I really thought that this was the most dangerous, but I was empty on my clip and 2 enemies, one taking damage, one emptied my clip, and the other one just did the necessary amount of damage for me to die, and that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next game. Bye bye.